Well, it has been said that John McCain has a quick temper. In fact, one or two news outlets have dubbed him Senator Hothead. He says himself he's got a pretty hot temper. A label he says that he is trying to shake. Today, during a media availability on his campaign plane, McCain may have gotten a bit upset at a New York Times reporter. The reporter asking him if John Kerry, the Democratic nominee 4 years ago, ever directly asked McCain to be his running mate.
Everybody knows I had a private conversation. Everybody knows that I had a conversation. There's no living American in Washington that knows that. There's no one. And you know it too. Well, you know it. You know it. So I don't even know why you asked.
Why ask?
No, you do know it. You do know it.
No, I just read it in the Times in May of 2004.
I don't know what you read or heard of, and I don't know the circumstances. Maybe in May of 2004 I hadn't had a conversation. I don't know, but it's well known that I had the conversation. It's absolutely well known by everyone. So do you have a question on another issue?
Well, can I ask you when the conversation was?
No, because the issue is closed as far as I'm concerned. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it in America.
Can you describe the conversation?
Pardon me?
Can you describe the conversation?
No, of course not. I don't describe private conversations.
Okay, can I ask you...
Why should I? Then there's no such thing as a private conversation. Is there if you have a private conversation with someone and then come and tell you? I don't know that that's a private conversation.
Okay.
I think that's a public conversation.
Can I ask you about your... why you're so angry?
Pardon me?
Never mind. Let me ask
I mean, it's well known. Everybody knows. It's been well chronicled 1,000 times that John Kerry asked if I would consider being his running mate.
Right.
And I said categorically no under no circumstances. That's all very well known.
Well, on the phone now is Fox producer Moshe Wanunu. He was on the plane during that exchange. He actually shot that tape that you just saw. Moshe, to set it up for people, John McCain had been in Atlanta where he had been asked if he would consider John Kerry as his vice presidential running mate. And he shot that down saying, no, we have major differences on a lot of different issues. But then this New York Times reporter started asking him about what occurred in 2004. Did other people think that it was kind of a normal exchange, or did it seem like she was badgering him, or he was unusually testy? What?
Well, to get to the details here, essentially the distinction that some of us noticed was during McCain's response in the town hall meeting about Kerry, he said that he had had a direct conversation with Kerry, which some of us believe might be new information. It's well known that the Kerry campaign made overtures to John McCain in 2004. What some of us didn't know or we need to look into is whether it's been reported that Kerry directly contacted McCain. So essentially what the New York Times reporter was trying to do was ask him about that conversation. And it immediately became apparent to most of us that she had struck a chord. I've been traveling with McCain for about a month and a half now, and even those reporters who have been traveling longer have not seen him get this heated. And so it was apparent that the reporter hit a very uncomfortable spot, and he is usually willing to take on most questions, discuss most issues. He runs the Straight Talk Express, but on this issue, it seemed like he got very defensive.
Now, was she badgering him in any way? Because, was she brought up at the very end, she goes, can I ask you, why are you so angry? And then when he said, pardon me, she said, never mind.
Being there, I didn't feel like the New York Times reporter, Elizabeth Buemiller, was actually badgering him. I think that she simply asked a question about this conversation, and if McCain had said, like he told her eventually, it's well known, everybody knows, it's been chronicled, and just answered it simply like that, I think we would have moved on to another topic. But what happened was that he immediately became defensive about it, and it turned into this long exchange.
All right. Moshe Wanunu, traveling with Senator McCain and capturing that exchange for us. Thank you very much.